show you how to create a quick CMA using ChatGPT, but I'm going to preface it with a few things. Number one, you can literally create a CMA market analysis in ChatGPT without the house being listed and without using the MLS. If you do, number two, it is only using data from the internet. ChatGPT does not have access to the multiple listing service, and I'm going to prove it. Number three, if you use ChatGPT to create a market analysis, I'm going to challenge you to go pull the data from the multiple listing service to see if you get something different. I literally did this today for Mark for a property he just showed this morning at 9 a.m. And I said, do they want to write an offer? He said, yes. I said, so what do they want to write? He's like, I don't know. I need to go do the research. I said, why don't you use ChatGPT? And he was like, well, here, I don't know how. I said, come on in. So I literally came here and put in the address and it built a CMA in seconds. So then what I did was I went to the multiple listing service and I had to work a little bit harder because the data it pulled was based on public records and based on what was available on the internet. So all of the thousands of websites out there that show closed data. So, okay, let's do this. Let's use ChatGPT to create a CMA. And I've already pulled a random address, kind of random. So here we are. So we are going to create a CMA on this property. So here we go. So create a, let's type it out, comparative market analysis for this house. I'm going to tell you, I've been building prompts. And so what I might do is I might say, create a comparative market analysis for this address. This home has blah, 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 blah. The home was recently updated you sold data from the last 6 months. You got it? That's what I would do because I'm a real estate agent. But just to show you what might happen if you don't, here we go. It's telling you, I don't have access to real-time data or information from specific markets. However, I can guide you through a comparative market analysis. And then it says it's not this. So because it gave me this data, watch what I'm going to do. And I know this property is listed, so I'm going to use, here, let's get rid of that. I'm going to actually come here and I'm going to say, create a market analysis for this property with 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. Let's see. I think it has a 1-car garage and it has a 1-car garage and it's brick. So watch, I'm going to redo this. This is why it could only give me data based on what I gave it. So I didn't tell it anything. So I'm going to say, create a comparative market analysis for blah, 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 this address. This home has 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a 1-car garage, and was built in. Now, again, this is where a real estate agent can think. Now, if I was the consumer and I was building this, because I'm just here to tell you, this is going to change the game and consumers might use this. The only difference is that the consumer does not have access to the multiple listing service. And I'm going to say to all of you that are like, well, Carrie, I want access to the multiple listing service. Go take the licensing exam, learn the business, because you could take all of these courses to really understand the business, and then you'll be able to provide value to yourself as an investor or to clients if you decide to work with clients. So built in 1953. So then, and built in 1953 and is an all brick home, I think. I need to see the back. Let's go. Love it, 38. Oh, look, okay. Okay. We need to get to the back. See the back of the house. Come on, see the back of that. Oh, all brick. Yep, I saw it. You saw it. You saw it. I saw it. And then I will say use data, use sold. I'm not even going to say close. I'm going to say use sold data from the last 6 months. Go. Oh, it's giving me the same. Let's see. It's being more specific because when I created it over here for this one, it didn't even, I don't even think it told me all this. So it's telling me, and it's going to give me a summary, I believe, of the price range. Cool, kind of cool, kind of cool, kind of cool. So now that you've seen that, and it can only work based on the information it has, and it won't get, because I even said, what, based on the information above, what price should I offer on the home? It won't give me a price. Won't give me a price. I think I could get it to give me a price if I use InfoSparks, if I show it different data like market time. I think I can make it do predictive analytics. I'm pretty sure. So ultimately, the decision on price to offer on a home should be based on a combination of factors and should be made after careful consideration and consultation with relevant experts. I think you get it. You see the value. So don't. 2001, we had email. Agents were still like, I don't, they didn't want to create automated searches for their buyers and their sellers. And it's here. It's here. It is changing the game. So learn how to use this. Now let's just really quickly take this to another level. Because that way I think you'll get it. So I'm going to open a new workspace. I didn't mean to work that hard, but I did. And so I'm going to create a map search for single family. Again, we're going to put this in. And I'm going to go based on, well, I thought I was going to do a mile out, but I didn't. You can come in, Mark. You want to talk to me? I'm almost done. I did this for you. This is what happens. And then what you're going to do, you want to come help? You want to come teach your expertise? So I'm going to put in close, pending, and then contingent for Broadview. I could also put in Broadview as the city, but I look at that. Ooh, that's a lot. I need to put in Broadview. Why? Because this is in Summer Maywood in Westchester, I'm sure. So we'll scroll down. Then we're going to put in, how many bathrooms did we say? We said, what am I in? Okay, bedrooms, 2 bedrooms. Look at that. I'm going to go with 2 or more baths, and then I'm going to go back for closed deals to 6 months or less. There we go. I only have 2. Not liking that. I'm going to go back and change these bathrooms, I think, to 1.5. Still 2. I'm going to go to 1. Okay, we're going with 1. So then I'll show my list. We're going to hide the map some kind of way. And then because I built out this is where you have to know how to use the MLS. So I'm going to go and find one that says close date and list date. I'm going to actually edit this for a second. Some of you are like, oh my gosh, but it's happening. So I'm going to get rid of some stuff. I'm going to get rid of street number, and I'm going to put in the full address because I already know that it's going to come out goofy. Then I'm going to save changes. So now I'm going to take this report and I'm going to download it. And then once I download it into Microsoft Excel, numbers, Google Sheets, whatever you're using, I'm going to fix it, because then once I build out this report, here, I'll make it bigger so because I don't have my glasses on. So here we go. So remember I said status, or remember, well, this was a previously created video. If it doesn't make sense if it's not simple when I build it, remember ChatGPT is only going to be as good as how I build it. So what I'm doing is wherever I see a title that's not completely written out, I'm going to fix it. I know what the acronym means, but I would have to train ChatGPT. And by the way, when you use it, you're helping it get smarter. Just so you know. See how specific I am? Age of the home. And I might even go back and I might use the actual date and I'll put in square footage. I could have said approximate, and then I don't need high school district. So we're just gonna take that one. So now that I have this, I'm also going to change these statuses, one to closed. In our market, pending means it's ready to, it has a clear to close. So I'm going to change this to under contract, closed. Oh, let me go fix that. That one, because AI means attorney inspection. And here in Illinois, active, I'm going to say for sale, closed, closed, for sale, for sale. So anything that's new, price change, reactivated, it would be, I'm going to change it to for sale. I really don't care about the MLS number, but we're going to keep it. So now that I have all of this information, I'm literally going to highlight it like this, right click to copy, or I could use Control C or Command C to copy. Then we'll do this. We're going to go back to ChatGPT and I'm going to say, update this market analysis for the same property in Broadview, Illinois, using the multiple listing, couldn't think, service data here. Maybe that's not the right words, but there we go. So now here's the cool thing is it's going to spit this out. So again, you can go into ChatGPT and ask it to give you a market analysis, but you could also just go to the multiple listing service and get the data. So this is why you still have to come to class to learn the business. If I decided one day that I wanted to teach you how to write code, I'd have to go take a class. But then because I now know how to write code, I could explain to you what's happening in the background. That's not my thing. Go watch the replay on Instagram where my sister she can explain it better than me. If I decided one day that I wanted to be, I'm trying to think what would be hard. What do I not know how to do? How to rock climb. I could come here and ask ChatGPT to give me a 1 hour course, write a 1 hour course on rock climbing. I could go teach it, but I don't have the experience. And I've done the rock climbing. I know what it's like to go up. I also know what it's like to go down and then start swinging because I didn't know what I was doing. I can only give you information based on my experience. So a lot of times people are like, Carrie, I want to teach like you. You got to have the experience. It's kind of like if I threw you into 12 feet of water and you couldn't swim, what are you going to do? You might panic. Throw me in 12 feet of water and I can't see the bottom. I'm not going to panic. So you have to have the experience and you have to have some knowledge. So you have to show up to learn. There you go. We created it simply. So in a pinch, you're now doing 50 deals a year. This actually will help you work faster and smarter, but it is not a replacement for a real estate agent learning how to build it. There you go. Really, no excuse. So again, I'm going to say, OpenAI is only as good as the questions you ask. So ask it to do what you want, and then go use your multiple listing service to get the information. And then when I do a part 3, I'm going to show you how to go use more data to build a bigger report. Thanks for watching.